zero. Another activity is executing 4 times. The rate is 2 million, and the total amount is 8 million shillings only. The third activity is council committee meetings and its appearing once. Its rate is 1,500,000 shillings only, and the total amount allocated is 1,500,000 shillings only. We have the cultural gala entertainment, and it's appearing once in a town, and its rate is 10 millions, and the total amount is 10 millions. We have Freshers Bash with Freshers Sports with a frequency of 1, meaning it will appear once, and it's allocated 10 million shillings only. Then we have graduation tournament, it's appearing once, and it's allocated 10,860,000 shillings only. We have interfaculty sports competition, it's appearing once, and it's only allocated 9,910,000 shillings only. We have beauty pageant, it's appearing once, and it's allocated 15 million shillings only. We have allocated 2,700,000 shillings only. We have clubs and associations with a frequency of 1. Then you have guild office equipments and so forth. Its frequency is 1, and it's allocated 500,000 shillings only. We have guild office banners for students' activities with a frequency of 1 and being allocated 1 million shillings only. We have guild elections with a frequency of 1 being allocated 10 million shillings only. We have inauguration and handover with a frequency of 1 being allocated 5 million shillings only. We have the General Assembly with a frequency of 1 being allocated 2 million shillings only. Then we have interfaculty debates with a frequency of 1 being allocated 4 million shillings only. We have guild president and other guild leaders stipend with a frequency of 1 being allocated 18,700,000 shillings only. We have guild leaders training and conferences with a frequency of 1 being allocated 2,050,000 shillings only. We have inland travels for the meetings and conferences. Guild is divided 2 with a frequency of 1 being allocated 1 million shillings only. And our budget is summing up to 132,720,700 shillings only. It's my hope and wish that we place these public resources carefully and critically. We don't want to receive some other cases at the end of the term whereby some people are failing to graduate because of their public gift. Once recall, it's your seed capital. They haven't limited you to get other sources of funds to facilitate your work plans. You're not restricted to use this money only. Thank you very much. And another issue, Honorable Speaker continues to become first of faith members. And according to the Constitution, there is restricting and an overseer across all other ministries. Thus, I think before this meeting ends, that one can be sorted. Because it has evidence. We can sort it out before bringing in conclusion. I therefore rest in peace. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much, Honorable Finance Minister. And as regards the budget, that's how it is. Please, members, as you have the committees, honorable ministers, you will sit in executive meetings with the president, and you'll be able to identify which activity lies where. Please, of course, the advice from the finance minister will be able to guide and how you shall run these activities which are located. Because you also have to get some concerns you have from your various departments you represent. You may be having issues with your constituencies, and we don't need also to our agenda. Right now, let me welcome reactions. Please, members, it's not a mandate that every person has to. So you will allow me, a few members will have to react. Then we see how we can handle those issues. Again, President is here. We shall be able to see how we can handle. Thank you so much. Honorable Moses, please.
Thank you, Rachel, and Speaker, sir. My concern is one. We have a minister for information, right? And there are those stickers and those banners that are going on, they are being posted on different platforms. I think, and it's among us who produce those stickers and banners for advertising functions worldwide. I request that before you present any sticker or any banner going out and not of good quality and are not sending our university anywhere. You look at the poster and then you ask yourself, this poster, really you print such a poster and put it in the enemy community. And remember when we are posting those posters on our WhatsApp, I request that before you bring any poster, you first consult the Minister for Information. And this, let him be the first person to post that.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Moses. I think we have discussed that issue in the group. And for the matter of emphasis, please, honorable members, remember this university has an image to protect. And this university, the government has the Ministry for Public Relations, which is concerned with making sure that what goes out of the government is of quality and serves the government. So therefore, that issue is a concern and which I don't take for granted. And therefore, I had discussed with the Deputy President over the matter and consider getting at least one person who will be a technical person and to work with the Public Relations Ministry to ensure that whatever goes out is first censored for the purposes of protecting the quality of this skilled government.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir. My first concern, their exams in April, May, but they don't have access to partial results. When they come here, they say, you tell them you go, you can do this in the field. Because one of their requirements is at least partial results and they can't access them. Another issue is about students who applied and they put some challenges during online applications. You find the students maybe attach a document and that document is going to be attached. Those issues also are not yet handled and students are still confused and others are in the university. They don't know what next. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Minister. For academics, hope the Deputy President, you're noting this concern. Let's welcome Honorable Simon.
Yes, thank you so much. I've seen different ministers. So I only want to be guided who is in charge here with the budget, and that is approximately the club. So I only want to know the person who will be in charge for the money. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. That you also comment on that. And as far as I'm concerned, these associations and clubs should be under the Gender and Culture Ministry. Because, first of all, the Gender and Culture Ministry, its committees is represented by the by the leaders of clubs and associations, the leaders of associations. So that means if there is any issue concerning clubs and associations, must be under their control. That's what I think for now. I will not be so much, I will not dwell so much on that, but the guild president will also have to deliberate on it. Yes.
When Right Honorable Speaker, when we are appointing and approving committees, there is an issue raised about having Mr. and Miss Emma on the entertainment committee. So I think it's high time we react on it in our reactions. Secondly, on addition to the Minister for Academic his issue, there are people who applied, they were promised, their names did not appear on the first list and even on the second list. But those people were promised that their admissions will come. But other people are having classes and those people are still at home. So I don't know, I think the guild president must work with the academic minister and see that that is sorted because those people are losing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. As far as I have information on that, on the list, maybe this person was not considered. Because it's not mandatory that once you apply, you have to go through. So if those people did not yet appeared on the list, some people on the list, they are not yet given the admission, but they what they promised, they are saying that they are going to produce as they are on the admission list. So if someone does not appear on the admission list, maybe this person needs to have consultations. Who wanted to come and continue? Those students that are being considered for now, they are working on their marks so that they can be allowed to continue with other academic years. Yes, Honorable Mansell.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm sorry if you see the face has changed, I'm not feeling okay, but the honest keep happening. That's depends. And all of us here, we are guild leaders. So my inquiry is, are they stated in the Constitution? Are they just under the guild? So I need to be informed about.
Okay. Thank you so much. As far as I'm concerned, on the information I have, these guild leaders and the casuals, this money, people are supposed to be getting money and on various sides, because there are some people who have monthly, there are some people, depending on the constitution. There are some people who have semester, and there are some people who are given like just something like allow this money will be distributed depending on different people and how the constitution guides, but it doesn't tell that this one should receive this one should receive this. So that money should be well calculated and with the guide from the guild president and the finance minister will have to learn to have, because they are the ones now to pay the people they work with under the ministries. The ministries in the constitution, each ministry is and the likes. Remember, this money is where there is the accommodation allowances for people who are supposed to receive accommodation. It's where there is casuals, where you find maybe the speaker having the secretaries, the president having the secretaries, presidential advisors, and other people. So it's all under that money. So it's all about looking at how this money can fit within all those people in the government, and depending on who are supposed to be receiving what and when. Yes, Honorable Jacob.
Thank you so much, Mr. Honorable Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity. I'm having two serious concerns to bring up in this house, and one is about the mode of payment. It's about we are supposed to pay by using PRNs, but now, as you try to contract even now, it's still a challenge even as the continuing students. Remember, you give your money maybe sometime, you're risking your career, that money can be stolen, you can lose it in one way or another. So, to you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and maybe the President, I request maybe the administration should improve on the system. Then another thing is about state software. It is actually a true story. Last month, at one in June, someone had to infiltrate into my room and almost took everything that belonged to me. Now, we had a suspect. We reported to the chairman. Actually, it was me and Mr. Kavoy. But now, what happened? That the suspect was a villager, okay, someone from that village. So, we realized you are. Why can't we as the council? Maybe if we cannot do that today, but we can suggest it. To have someone to us as students of the Mono University in the council so that if you get a problem, you are not going to report to the chairman, but you report to that either a councillor or someone in charge in the council, so that our issues can be handled accordingly. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Jacob. Your suggestion has been recorded, and we shall have to see how we can follow up on that issue. On the issue of the online payment systems, of course, this is a new system going also to follow up because it is a serious concern. If it requires more trainings for student leaders, especially the coordinators, GRCs, to ensure that they hope in communicating on how to generate those PRNs, we shall follow up very fast because it's very matter of concern. Many students have been coming to my office over the same matter, especially the new students and these students who are just yet to graduate, who still have issues on that. We shall follow up. This Honorable
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Mine is a point of concern, and it is mostly the government-sponsored students. The government-sponsored students are supposed to pay some fractional fees to the university, but it takes too long. Right now, most of the new students, they are asking me how much they are supposed to pay. And there has been that problem of delay of releasing the fractional fees structure for the government-sponsored students, which makes most of them even eat their allowances before they can clear them because most of them are from humble backgrounds, so they use their allowances to pay. So now I request that maybe you can talk to the people concerned to release the structure for the fractional fees that government-sponsored students are supposed to pay on time, such that they can plan for them. Because it was one of the qualifications for them to register last semester to do examinations. Another thing is that as we are now a government university, when you try to compare the standards of living for government students to other public universities, MME is still lagging down. And I'm kindly requesting that you talk to the authorities that are concerned such that they can see how to increase the living out allowances for government-sponsored students. Thank you very much.
Okay, before you say Honorable Benjamin, I would like to welcome you. You talked about monthly fees. As government students, you're supposed to be paying some other fees?
Yes.
Okay. We will have to follow up on that. And then for the issue of living out allowances, was it, today's a Thursday, I think, was it, Tuesday? Where the person and he promised that only the challenge is to process the names and the numbers of you, government sponsor students, and he was promising that next week they'll be able to process you without allowances.
Living increments.
Okay, we shall have that. Thank you. Thank you. We are going to also have the issue of distance in this MMU to see how we can get people to work together. This Honorable Madam Aide. Sorry?
Thanks, Honorable Speaker.
What's your name?
I'm here representing
Yes.
the Department of Agriculture and Resources Economics. Energy costs are used on water. This university is big and we have a large number. Water is life, so I request that you post out that main to at least install for us enough time so that people can access every water.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable. We leave. Let the Minister for Health respond on that very first because I believe he has information. We have shared.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, and the Council guys. I want to comment on the issue of water. This has been a major problem in our university. But I've been in touch with the university nurse, senior nursing officer, and the dean of students, and we are saying that we have not been having a branch of national water. The waters we have been using from this lake, the waters we use to flush our toilets. So that is why we don't have any water here. But they talk to National Water and Storage Corporation, which is now made a trench. I think for those of you who've been to Mimba, you have seen that trench. So the pipes are almost coming this side, and after that, together with the clinic, we are going to advocate for procurement of electric water purifiers so that we'll have safe water for drinking and water for use. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Minister for Health. Then we will come Honorable Christopher.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Once again, I'm Christopher Mangusha, and I'm the Minister of Information and Publicity. Besides that, I am the General Chief of Crop and Animal Production Department. I recall when we are looking for votes, we promised our colleagues to serve them effectively, to advocate for better services and for quick and effective delivery. We have a challenge, like in agriculture, the Faculty of Agriculture, of delay of our services. For instance, attires. Some of us stay in the first semester, and everyone is aware. And currently, the system down there has been changed to practice-oriented, whereby, as agriculture students, we major highly in practicals. And in practicals, we have specific attires. Those are the lab coats. And we as students, we pay for them in our first semester. And up to now, we have never received those things. And we have been promising our colleagues that those things, the moment the semester starts, those things are going to be given to them. But as we are talking now, I don't know the state we are in. So my request is But when you are speaking, those people that voice, so I submit, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Honorable Christopher. Please, you know, you will not be slapped, but we shall handle the matter. Again, the President is here. We also have a comment on that issue. Anyone come, Mr. Rubio, to say something?
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Protocol observed in the House meeting. Our forces, the economics, as bachelors of economics, and they happen to be the Mr. MMU of this celebrated university. So I'm always structured. Those are the class coordinators that actually are being, what can I say, over exhausted. Because the lecturers are overwhelming them, collect coursework, but these people work on their resources. I've been in many meetings, faculty meetings. The university administration has been promising to do something for them in form of airtime, in form of data, so that participate for what they do. But so the whole thing that I've been in this council since morning, whatever I've been told, I've never seen, I haven't heard anything which is really trying to uplift the work which is done by the coordinators, which they do. So it has anything which has to do, to pull up and recognize what these class coordinators are doing. If so, if we're having a representative of students on the university council, because it happened to be that the Guild Constitution is not putting any accountability or is not giving any allowance for the work done by the coordinators. We as the Guild government, the 17th one, can we be one of a kind? Can we push it so that these people are recognized because they do a tremendous job? Then another thing will be my humble appeal to the ministers and various people who will be awarded an opportunity to carry out activities, to do what we call for relations, because it happened to be that the money that we have is very little to push for the activities that we are doing. But remember, we are living in a world of competition. We have entered the public status. Remember, universities, chamber of commerce, whatever we are doing, they will be following up. For us to catch up with the competition, it will be on the quality of the activities that we do. If we are doing the freshers part, if we are doing imparting, if we are doing for galas, the competition that the quality of work that we put up, it will make us match to the best universities. They might not be academics only, but what we do in terms of our programming activities, they matter a lot. Given when the mother university, what they can say in the public interest in the region, that means we are creating a pace for other institutions, things UP, but those people are looking for us. So that means the quality of work that we do will set the standard of institutions in the region. So it's my humble appeal to the right honorable ministers and the entire people who will be responsible for that. Put heart and passion on when you conduct those opportunities.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Emobio. The regulations. Members, it's getting to 5, and we really need to hear from our guild president, and also need to hear from our former guild president emeritus. Just for a few comments, then we end this meeting. We shouldn't go so much long on reactions. Let me just have 2 people. Honorable Charles Runge.
Thank you, very honorable Speaker, sir. Let me take the opportunity to appreciate Mr. MMU for that hit on the coordinators and the EPA in another submission. I want to conclude that mine is about another issue is about the Catholic community. Those people bought their same cost long time ago. The university promised them, showed them where to put their same cost, but up to date, they haven't shown them where to put it. When they come, they are close to their debt. So as this council, this house, how can we help those people before at least the end of next month? They should have at least their same cost along the road. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for that issue. We are going to follow up very fast because it's not an issue that should take years. Just getting where to put the same post shouldn't be something that should take 1 year or 2 years. It has just come to our notice and we shall have to follow up with it. Yes, Honorable Morris.
Thank you very much, our speaker, for granting this opportunity. Mine is a point of supplement to the point from Madam Evening about water. At our faculty, I come from Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Science. We have water purifiers in our laboratory, water lab. But those water purifiers, they are not in use. Sir, the speaker, I would like to, we use our power of the Guild Council so that we can, students at the Faculty of Agriculture and even in the other faculties can make use of those purifiers. They are 8, they are just kept and students are not using the water. Not all of us, we can buy water, we have students who cannot buy water. Thank you very much.
Okay, still on that issue, water, please. I hope the Minister for Health has not seen that you have to follow up on that. Yes, Francis, it's getting good. You can easily 30 seconds.
Thank you so much. This is not on water, but my issue is this system is not always working, especially about us. Then I have an issue from the nursing student where I come from. We have always paid 30,000 per semester, and this is in the subscription of Uganda National Association of Student Nurses and Midwives. We pay 30,000, but whenever we have the nursing challenges and the nursing seminars at the national level to go and compete with other universities, they send invitations, and most of them come to my office. When I try to check the dean of students to my office, when I try to check the dean of the head of department, she directs me the dean of students to fund the head of department. She directs me the dean of students to fund the transportation and the costs. The dean of students tells me it is the faculty fund. The faculty tells me it is the student. After I got the dean of students. So we are asking ourselves, why should we contribute this money, which is not going to help us? Then on the issue of the affairs, especially religious matters, we have 3 chaplains, the Muslims, Anglicans, and Catholics, which the university administration always directs us to go for spiritual assistance. But it's my concern to note that these chaplains are not available. And as chaplains, we still have a burden to facilitate their transport and so forth. I would like here as a house to consider that and to advocate for action. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, dear Honorable, for your concerns. The Guild President is here. We also have to comment on these reactions. Honorable members, I would like also to remind you that within us we have people who represent us on faculty boards. Some of these issues is the reason why you are in these faculty boards, and it's the reason why you have members to represent us on the University Council, and it's the reason why you have members to represent us on the University Senate. Please make sure that these concerns, it doesn't stop here, but we have also follow up. First of all, don't go to the faculty board meetings just to see lecturers or senior officers of the faculty discuss. But you are part of them. Make sure that you raise these concerns because you represent students there. Yes, Honorable Anna, Honorable.
For my ministry, there is money that they always release to support 3 religions, that's Anglican, Muslims, and Catholics. Like last semester, they had not yet released that money to support those religions. So my point of concern is, now the money for next semester, Will they release it this semester and again there is the money for this semester, or they will just release the money for only this semester?
Okay, thank you so much for your concern. In consultation with the Executive President, we are going to follow up that matter, or if it is still in existence, we shall have to come and give a response. The Executive President can also say something about it. Yes, lastly, Honorable Daniel, please. You are the very last person to speak.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I think as we begin our term, we need to start with things that were hurting students that were not filled in the last semesters. For example, there has been a burning issue of IDs. And of recent, I have seen people taking photos like at the Faculty of Education. And students are inquiring, are those, some people say they are going to be used for IDs. Others say they are going to be used for IDs. So I would like to get more clarification on that, because the issue of IDs has been a burning issue which was not handled by the last regime. I think we should start with it as early as possible, because diploma students, this is their last semester, and they have not had IDs. I don't know, because this can cause commotion. Those people can now decide to leave about the IDs and request for a refund of their money. So this can cause commotion. So let's handle it as urgent as it is.
Okay, thank you so much. Members, we have come to the end of the agenda for actions. And at this point, the bill will come until the President to deliver his communication. Then we will later invite our former President Emeritus and say something to us as we come to the end of this meeting.
Thank you very much, Regular Speakers. Presence of my Vice President, the Prime Minister, and the Deputy Speaker, the President Emeritus, the Minister. I have seen a bit, but I think she has stepped out. The Cabinet Ministers and all the honorable GRCs, good evening. The mountains of the Law University move forward. Especially, I appreciate you for the way how you welcomed the new students you have received of recent. Because the reports, they are all appreciative. I also welcome you. I also appreciate you for being, for living exemplary lives, especially in terms of being smart. At least if a person looks at you, he can really identify that you're a leader. I also appreciate the people who have started right away. The Prime Minister, you have not talked about the initiative of the laptops, where you did the interviews and the donations. I don't know, I think we will talk about it when a woman is here to give back. Yes, but thank you so much for those initiatives. I thank the Minister and Miss. They have been engaging me so much, and they have very beautiful ideas. But of course, when we do not give them the opportunity, that means these ideas will die. So I request you, through you, Right Honorable Speaker, sir, and the Honorable GRCs, consider the bringing of Mr. and Miss Evan on board, such that we work with them. And I'm also ready to be calling them on the cabinet, such that we really benefit from them. Someone talked about IDs, But I think before I talk about that one, there are some initiatives that were not presented, which I would request that you look at as the Honorable Justice. But this one of the ID, actually, when you are a leader and you get students asking themselves, you have to follow up and know why were they taking passport photos. But now when you come and raise it, so the person will ask you, so is he asking the speaker, the president, or the GRC? So when you listen to any problem that is disturbing the students, as a leader, you really have to follow up. You see who told them to get passport photos and for what use. Money for religion, that one, we are going to get a report from the Dean, because I'm sure even in the budget that has been presented here, there is something like contribution to religion, religious association, something. So that means the finance minister will have to revise the budget together with the other committee members to see the money to be given to these religions. Then someone presented about charity, and we agreed, we talked about it as the cabinet, and I would also request to send it to other honorable GRCs who are here. And in the suggestion that was brought was like, us as the leaders, we begin a campaign, and of course we have to give it the name and give it someone who is heading it. We want to do something small, and we visit the needy. It will be from someone who is willing, of course, and we do it when you have all bought and supported it. We also look ahead to begin community activities based on the origin of the university, whereby it is a community university and we have to make the community feel the impact of the university. We have an initiative we are proposing of the Students' Fund, and we were requesting that if we allowed, we design different concepts, and as we plan to celebrate the Women's Day as it is coming, we get a theme and invite different people, and it will be based on a program of empowering 10. We want to empower at least 10 students per year as the guild office, and we look forward to always empower 7 girls and 3 boys per year, and that one comes after consulting you and accepting us to continue writing these concepts, such that we make the people that have to be there and we prepare in advance, and we fundraise, especially for girls. And the reason why you brought 7 girls and 3 boys, we based on the statistics, looking at the vulnerability of the gender of girls. But now I think it is, we are now 50-50, but we cannot of course say that. So we want to look at the biggest percentage of girls, and of course we shall be getting them from the community in our region, and 3 boys. Then the information minister, we have different activities that the GRCs can involve themselves in, especially the campaigns. The Green Economy campaign that we are beginning soon, where our target is planting 1,000 trees before we end our regime, and we expect launching the 150 trees on 26th. On 26th after the bash, and then on 26th before we go to shake our bodies. But of course, you can begin other campaigns. That's why I'm directing the sports minister to begin for us the YouTube channel and the Twitter handle, such that you can be getting spaces and opportunities to share with other leaders from different universities.
the sports minister can prepare a space and invite the GRCs from here, with the GRCs from other universities, and you share ideas. We have received bad news about potential leading in HIV percentage, and of course we cannot take that one for granted as the students. We really have to do a Twitch campaign to begin, especially the new students we have received can be disturbed by big boys, especially the border people and the barracks people, and of course the people working at the prisons. So we are the ones that are responsible to make these students aware, because most of them have received personal keys for their rooms for the first time, and they have a lot of excitement. They do not have money for the season, and those big boys are working, they have a lot of money. So I kindly request you leaders to open the eyes of these young girls, and of course the boys, because to another extent they can also be culprits. And get HIV in due course. That's our request the health minister to begin an initiative online that can help us engage these new students in the community, especially to make them aware about HIV. Then we are planning for a match, a freshers ball, and of course we have to give the opportunity to freshers. Honorable sports minister would not have balls, the students are not having balls to use in training, and as the university, balls are there in the stores. So I can request you to work with balls and allow the students to train. Then someone talked about the faculty boards, because there are some questions that have to be responded by the people who are sitting on these boards. Especially we do not have security on the library. People take their bags there and they are not supposed to enter in the library with the bags. And of course other students come and pick those bags. So the people sitting on these committees for the library, when you go for the meetings, were the ones responsible to raise these concerns. Because that is the board that makes policies, and of which that one has to be a university activity. However, we can also look at different ways of how we can put security, especially we have the guard posts, but they do not have barrier to lock these guard posts. There are windows, there are doors, I don't know. But we can really look at that. If the people on the board have presented and they have not been listened to, that needs to come back to us and we advise things on how best can the security of the students be fighting. Then I will allow me here, right honorable speaker, to inform the entire house that we got an opportunity and we met the top university management, and it was myself, the speaker, and the vice president, and that meeting happened at Mountains of the Moon Hotel. We met from 7 up to almost 11 p.m. and we had a rapport and we had dinner together. But the major intention of the meeting was not to have dinner and take tea and all that, but it was they wanted to listen to what is needed for us to lead well the students. We presented some of the concerns, like water and other concerns that the students are facing here. That sometimes disturbs them to perform well academically. And they promise to overcome these issues, and we pray that we get a positive response when they are presented. But even if they are not presented, in September we shall have the council meeting. I myself with Honorable Mr. Anna, we shall attend that meeting. If they happen not to present these issues, I really promise that we shall have to present them, especially when they are making the new policies of the university. Then the issue of government allowances, I don't know if it has delayed, but it was in finance. It has delayed because you were supposed to have a meeting with the dean for the release of monies. The monies are already on the accounts. The moment you get a meeting, actually the dean was suggesting that you should not push the meeting to Friday, because if you push the meeting to Friday, it means you will get the monies the other week. That is when the money will be processed. After confirming the new students that have come who are here on semester 1 and the continuing students of government, then it's when the money will be processed. But if you happen to get the meeting on Monday, that means for that weekend, you will have gotten the money. Then about the increment, it is, I think we have to do it as the house, if you agree. We put it in writing to the office of the Dean of Students, and we send copies to other offices, showing them how the standards of living here are high, and of course that has to be sorted in the next financial year, because the budget for this financial year was already made and was already put in place. But however, it can begin with us. We lay a foundation for others. Dear Honorable Ministers, Justices, and new Honorable Speaker, I would request that when because the coming government, we are the ones to make for them a budget. I kindly request that we be good leaders, because as I see, we have a need of getting a good complex with at least about an if possible this time around, because it was not put in the budget. But I kindly request you, when we are making the budget for the other financial year, we get all these so that other leaders that are following after us can also get where to begin from. Thank you so much. I wish you good.
Yes, thank you so much, most beloved President, for your deliberations, and I hope most of your questions have been answered. Dear members, we are coming to the end. We only have one speaker who is going to summarize on the issues concerning the Uganda National Students Association, which you need to know about. And in case you didn't participate, you'll be able to lead us and give us more information about it. And that's our former president and the 15th. Members, on the issue of the Mr. and Mrs. concern on the committee calculations, because these Miss and Mr. MMU, they normally are doing the work of application because they are the face and the beauty of the university. And therefore, it's not just about the beauty and the visitor, but it's all about where they go and what they represent what the university is. And therefore, the nation is its role to make sure that we have a university that is well coordinated outside there and the interest are well given. So it's my suggestion that we allow this history of public relations, and we can pass it now, that these students will be, these student leaders, the Miss and SMU, will be under the Ministry of Public Relations. Thank you, the President. Please, you can have something to say about that. It's a suggestion that I'm supposed to consult also from you.
Thank you very much, very honorable Speaker, sir. But most people actually in the company, because the Mr. and Miss MU work directly with the Miss and Mr. Hikawa. Sorry. They work directly with the Ministry of Environment and with someone of populations. However, I request you, Honorable Speaker, to make a benchmark on what Mr. request that we really bring them on board because they have good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, the Gary President, for the consultation. But by next sitting, we shall be able to. I guess, dear members, let's welcome His Excellency, the former President, and also to come and say something to us. Just a few minutes. You'll be patient with us, but we have to meet this, and we see how we can reach out to say about it. Thank you so much. You're most welcome, Honorable Alina Osman.
That's kind of us it becomes simple when you're watching leadership, but when you get leadership, it becomes very difficult. Because the national security is essential, the national security, and I hear the Venezuela doing this. The events are the public speech, and the education of the national. We have our service. But what is going to was because whenever I go to national events, some of them, what was the calculator? Some people that reach all this what? I tell you, it was high school. So it is a matter of challenging ourselves, know what we start. I know you are a bit committed because the evidence is important to commitment, let you learn us. But you are no longer few ones. You come to understand what I mean. Some of the other people want to give. I graduated, I did my best, and so we come. And whenever I come to the vice chancellor, you come, you always say, I have a contribution to this university. You don't understand it, but you will become you understand. Whatever I advise you to become successful in leadership, open your mind outside the community. Look at clubs, associations, and other students' movements in Uganda and across the country. Now that's the thing, because someone is a people not used to know. When you look at the Ministry of 10 minutes, 4 minutes, nobody was going to do this. Very different. The Indian which had a lot of time was built a budget in 7 minutes. You get it right. And sometimes people need to use of struggling, expecting things. And now the minister was not in that way, statement is that money to do something. So, what taxpayers, interests, we serve. The Uganda National Students Association, our role is to ensure student support our combatants and we are ready to take other steps. The moment you are active students, because of this university, units when your office can be open for the National Youth Council, for next youth MPs, you participate in other events. And we identify where you can be a good servant for this country. And we can discover them now. Then we go into international history. What is it? You can miss this steps. So please, work extra hard. If you need to I have it, you can conduct me and sacrifice something like that. And maybe you can make money. I can get why you because of time, this is not your speech. But any other meeting, you can discuss this how best you can make a contribution to this mighty university and our country. The government of the country is trying to do that.
Yes, thank you so much. His Excellency Alina Osman for serving us at that. This is the Regional Coordinator for Uganda National Students Association. And therefore, he has a lot to do with the matters concerning the Uganda National Students Association, of which we all fall as students of this nation. So, members, we are coming to the end, and on the agenda of the way forward, most of the matters have been responded to, and we are going to go then on the agenda of any other business, in reactions, most of you had to deliberate on some other businesses, which I hope has also been covered. Then we are coming to the closure, and we are going to end with anthems, but I want to first appreciate you. Thank you for being good Guild Council members. Really have proven a great image and a great mind that we have for the next things we are going to pursue together. And I know this is promising, and I believe with this inclusiveness in leadership, I believe there's no any other member that has been left out. Every one of us now has a role to play. At least you're in a committee and you have a responsibility to perform. If anything fails, if this government, maybe in any case, fails, there's no one who blame the other, because we are all here to perform. Also, I know there are some people who are waiting to say, let's see how it will end, let's see how this will happen, but I believe that now we all have the rules to play as GRC, as ministers. You are the committee, you are responsible. If the girls are responsible, if you bring a sheep as a present, or as a gift, or you bring a goat, you be responsible as the committee member on the response and games committee. Please make sure that whatever we are doing as a team, and we are doing it for the goodness of this mighty institution and for the goodness of the Guild Council. I call to the end of this meeting until we meet in the next meeting. The official meeting will be early September, but in the case of any emergency matters, we shall be able to call an emergency meeting. Before the second meeting, we shall have a general assembly, and that is in September again, so that we can be able to interact with of the guild, so we'll be able to also hold the general assembly. And before we hold the second guild council, let's I don't know how that's what the anthems can do that. We are going to end by having the anthems in the reverse order as we end this business. Thank you very much.
All right, our kids, for the anthems. The rivers, we are starting with the Easter announcement.
Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tulilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano iwe msingi wa umoja wetu. Tuamini uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tulilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe tulinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
The national anthem.
God uphold thee, we lay our future in thy hands. United, free for liberty, together we'll always stand.
The university anthem.
Mountains of the moon,